Although not as well known as the German magnetic mining effort, Britain's mining of German waters involved a lot of magnetic mines. The British magnetic mines were dropped from the spring of 1940. While German losses to mines were not serious, the potential threat they posed to Germany's naval training areas in the Baltic and North Seas necessitated a quick solution. The Luftwaffe, so the German Air Force, sent one of its best experts, Theodor Benecke, to investigate the situation. Benecke, who had already worked on magnetic coils and homogeneous vertical magnetic fields as part of his doctoral thesis, prepared a report in which he recommended generating an artificial magnetic field from an airplane to clear British sea mines. Like the Royal Air Force, the Luftwaffe chose an existing aerial platform as a testbed, the Junkers Ju-52. A 14-meter balsa wood ring containing an aluminum coil was attached to the Ju-52's wings via plywood struts. The first flight took place in the middle of October of 1939, followed 2 weeks later by a successful test during which a Ju-52 detonated several mines while flying at an altitude of 10 to 20 meters. The deployment tactics consisted in the Ju-52 flying at a speed of 120 km per hour at a height of 30 meters above the water surface and using a magnetic coil to generate a magnetic field. The crews of the Ju-52 benefited from the fact that the British mines were triggered with a delay of 6 seconds and therefore did not explode immediately when flying over. When a sea mine exploded, a water fountain was created that was 100 meters high. The machine gunner of the Ju-52, who was in the half-open and rear-facing defensive position, had the task of photographing the water fountain in order to record the successful clearance in this way. The first Ju-52 Minensuche or mine search production aircraft was delivered in June of 1940, and the first of 6 Minensuchstaffeln or mine searching squadrons was formed in September of 1940. Early MS aircraft carried a single 15mm machine gun and 2 7.92mm guns for self-defense. Additionally, Germany's aerial minesweepers faced opposition in most of their operating areas, and the Luftwaffe did not provide fighter escort. As losses mounted, defensive armament was increased. Minensuchgruppe or Mine Searching Group 1 became an administrative control unit for the MS squadrons from October of 1942. The group had approximately 100 Ju-52 aircraft. The course of the war made it necessary for the Mine Searching Group 1 to be deployed in a very fragmented manner. The following distribution applied in late 1942. Like Britain, Germany used its aerial minesweepers as both a rapid response force and for sea lane clearance. As such, its MS squadrons deployed detachments to nearly every maritime theater from the Baltic and North Sea down to the Mediterranean. The northern French coast was the squadron's most critical and dangerous area of operations, with Royal Air Force and later US fighters attacking flights trying to keep the vital French coastal waters clear of Allied mines. they remained active despite losses and declining fuel resources until the end of the war. It is interesting to note that after the war, German MS squadrons also assisted the Allied forces in Baltic and North Sea minesweeping until 1946. With Allied mining on the rise after 1942, the Kriegsmarine, so the German Navy, also modified several of its allocated seaplanes for aerial minesweeping. 4 3-engine Blom und Voss BV-138C flying boats had all their armament removed and a diesel engine powering a 53 kW generator installed in the nose. They used the same magnetic ring as the Ju-52, only it was mounted above the nose and attached by aluminum braces. They were officially designated BV-138MS, but their crews called them Mauseflugzeuge or mouse aircraft. Unarmed and flying individually, these seaplane minesweepers were used to clear mines in canals and rivers from June of 1942. A lack of spare parts limited the plane's utility, and they were out of service by early 1943. From 1942 onwards, the British Bomber Command and Coastal Command used an average of 1,000 sea mines per month through airdrops, which tied up around 30% of the German naval forces and also the Luftwaffe minesweeper group for mine clearance work. Naval mine warfare played a key role in the Atlantic and European theaters, sinking more than 1 million tons of Allied shipping and damaging nearly double that figure. 5% of British and German warship losses were also due to mines. All the combatants employed mines extensively, and their sophistication increased as the war progressed, raising the importance and complexity of the little-known mine countermeasure operations.